Kukpi7, Kukpi7 Kukpi7. Good day, everybody. I'm Chief Wayne Christian, and I want to bring you a message today around COVID and what's happening. As you all know, we're still in the midst of the pandemic, and the Kukpi Nation and our communities are still under a state of emergency. So the key things we need to remember is that if you're going out in the public, you need to look after yourself and protect yourself from others. And that's about wearing a mask. You know, if you're inside and going shopping and those kinds of things are really important to do. If you can, stay away from large gatherings of any type, because the recent outbreak in Kelowna shows us that a small group, and especially if you have people coming in from the outside of British Columbia, Alberta in this case, it has a real impact. So be really careful when you're going out in the public and look after your own health. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and just do those types of things. It's really important. So it's the strategies I think we need to employ to look after ourselves are really important as part of the process. And it is around gatherings, because the summertime our nation and our communities would gather at this time. And if you're going to gather, it's really about gathering in family groupings, small numbers, not large numbers. I think that's important, because we know and understand that transmission can take place because people that are actual carriers, they don't necessarily have signs of the symptoms. What they call asymptomatic is 40% of the people don't know they even have COVID, but they're carrying it. And I think we need to be really mindful of that. So I think just think of those things as we go into this phase. It's the summertime, and a lot of you want to get out. You know, the berries are ripe, and get out in the mountains, go out to small groupings if you can with your family, and just do those types of things. Start gathering the food for this coming fall and winter. The other thing to be mindful of this time of year as it gets warmer and hotter is the wildfire situation. How that may impact us, we don't know yet. We're looking at on a nation, Kukpi nation level, how do we address the issues of wildfire if they happen? Very similar to COVID, is that we're always left out of the process, so we're trying to find ways to ensure that our people are protected. So just keep those things in mind as we evolve and do what we need to do. If you're going to gather with your family, if people are traveling from outside of the province coming in, you should try to find a way to listen to the quarantine stuff. And I know it's difficult with family, but it's really important, because that seems to be where things are coming, because they're opening up travel. You know, for airlines, they're looking at limited sort of access to the border with the considered essential services and family members coming back into British Columbia. And you're seeing with the tourism and what's going on here in the valley, we're getting a lot of visitors from outside British Columbia. Albertans, Manitobans, we've got people from Ontario here. We have all types of people that are coming in, and they're primarily here to vacation, and it is causing concern. I think we've got to be really, really careful. So we're going out in public places again, wear a mask, you know, it's important. You know, wash your hands, you know, do those kinds of things. Just keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, because we've worked really hard to protect ourselves, and we have to be mindful that it can come at any time. And we know that it's here, just a matter of we keep ourselves safe and that it doesn't get transmitted into our community, because that's when it becomes really dangerous in terms of how it actually impacts individuals. So be safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, and if you're gathering, gather in small numbers, 10 or less if you can. I know the numbers they say is 50, but we're saying 10 or less is better. And family gatherings of that type, and how you organize yourself, use the precautions. It's very, very important. So enjoy your summer, and get out, like I said, to the mountains, get out to the lakes and streams, and do what you need to do to maintain your mental sanity, because it's hard being cooped up all the time. So get out, you know, and connect. You can visit people and keep a safe distance from and still have conversations. You don't need to get really close, but you can do those kinds of things. You can actually visit and keep that distance, physical distance. And I think it's important, because people need to have that face-to-face kind of interaction. So do that for yourself.
look after yourself. Kukpi7.